Thank you.
But was out for all these years, all these nights and days, where I lost myself to all my fears, haunted by my past. Do you really wanna know? Do you really wanna know? I'm back from the dead, back for the grave, back for my name, back for my fame, back for my lane, back for my bitch, back for my shit, back for my click, back for my spot, back for the top, back for the hearts, back for the stars, back for the scars, back for my life, back for my time, back for the hood, back for good, back for my haters. I miss y'all. Back in the ring like Mama Dali, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You really wouldn't come mess with me, cause I'm an entity in this industry. Everybody be talking about this thing, everybody be talking about this kid from the past, from the block, from the class at the top. Them brothers wanna drop, them killers wanna blow. I'm back on my ride, got a whole crew representing my side, got a whole city going in for the ride. Everybody wanna get a piece of the pie, I'ma be the king and the crown is on mine. Representing CarFreak gold all the way to Dubai. For the times that you cry, for the times that I gave up on life, for the times that I died, I was reborn to write these rhymes. Back for the dead, back for the grave, back for my name, back for my fame, back for my lane, back for my bitch, back for my shit, back for my click, back for my spot, back for the top, back for the hearts, back for the stars, back for the scars, back for my life, back for my time, back for the hood, back for good, back for my haters. I miss y'all. Well, royal or lame, I'ma be back for the 808 drums in my dreams. Pray to Allah, increasing my vein, judging the way that I look and I breathe. Confusing your mind really isn't what it seems. I pray 5 times, that's hard to believe. For the way that I look and the way you proceed, never ever judge me for whatever it may seem. Back in the game, everybody wanna get a piece of the kid. Now they knew that he big, my scope's in your range. You died to the skill that I had, now I gotta prove to you that I'm back. I'm breaking out of the cage, you put me back in the map. Zoo bear hardcore, still above that Malou check. Inspired me to be what I aim. I'ma rise from the pain. Back from the dead, back for the grave, back for my name, back for my fame, back for my lane, back for my bitch, back for my shit, back for my click, back for my spot, back for the top, back for the hearts, back for the stars, back for the scars, back for my life, back for my time, back for the hood, back for good, back for my haters. I miss y'all. I'm back from the dead, back for the grave, back for my name, back for my fame, back for my lane, back for my bitch, back for my shit, back for my click, back for my spot, back for the top, back for the hearts, back for the stars, back for the scars, back for my life, back for my time, back for the hood, back for good, back for my haters. I miss y'all. I'm back from the dead, back for the grave, back for my name, back for my fame, back for my lane, back for my bitch, back for my shit, back for my click, back for my spot, back for the top, back for the hearts, back for the stars, back for the scars, back for my life, back for my time, back for the hood, back for good, back for my haters. I miss y'all.
Get low. The speakers are about to blow.
Okay, that's the Volkswagen system. Okay, since we unparked the car, it's been a long time. Hello guys, welcome to the CarFreak 458. The new video in a new car, 277 kilometers. Just came under the hammer basically. Next to me is the owner of the car, so you have to be gentle. I'm just joking. I'm always taking care of the cars, but yeah, it's been quite some time since I recorded the last video, due to different reasons, but we're gonna talk about that in some of the other ones. Today we have the Mk8 GTI Volkswagen Golf, so the latest version of the Hothatch, and probably and arguably one of the best hot hatches in the world. It's all about the personal preference, right, when it comes to the people. But then majority you know, would choose the Volkswagen GTI or R, doesn't really matter, one of these two hot hatches that are, you know, like mini rockets, you know. And I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. It's completely different than the 7.5 that I drove. I never recorded one, but I drove 7.5. I drove the 7 as well. I drove the 6 and 5. I never drove the R32, to be honest, and I never drove the Mark III GTI, but I drove the Mark II GTI before. So that's like a bit of past, and then, you know, going on what kind of experience I had with these kind of cars in, you know, previously. So this is a completely, I don't know, like new car. It did kind of it did keep some of the Golf lines, and you know, kind of what do I say, like, you know, you can recognize them, like whatever the word is that I'm just searching for at the moment. But then in terms of the interior, and then also some of the exterior changes, it is breathtaking. It is completely different. Yeah, there's some guys here from Talabat. So yeah, outside I did record some B-roll for you guys, but then when we stop as well, I will try to explain some of it in terms of the front grille and the front you know, kind of headlights, as well as the back side is different, and then, you know, some of the new touches when it comes to the fog lights and the tracking lights over there. But more about that when we get out. So in terms of the interior, the first thing that pops into your eye is this lovely steering wheel here. I'm kind of in love with it, to be quite honest. I mean, all the details about it, and I was just talking to Marwan, who is the owner of the car. They have now different trims in terms of the GTIs. I don't know, 4 or 5 trims that you can choose from with the different options, and there's apparently P1 and P2, but nonetheless, like, some of the significant changes are this digital cluster that is in front of me, the steering wheel, as I said, that I love how it looks like, especially with the GTI logo down here, to remind you that you are in a car that that can pull, you know, and that is fun to drive, as well as the GTI sign on the digital cluster over there, the new buttons and everything. Like most of the things which we also discussed, they're kind of touch now. They're working on a touch now, such as the sunroof. Basically, it's a touch screen, so that's the infotainment system that is in front of me. Another change that you could also see in the B-roll is the can you call it a lever? I mean, the gear lever or the gear shifter. It's a small pinky thing over here, something similar to the Porsche. Am I a fan of that? I don't know. I'm undecided. Probably still didn't grow into me, but the steering wheel definitely did, as well as the sound from inside and the way that it pulls, you know, in just a, you know, drive mode, to be quite honest. So engine 2-liter 4-cylinder, and I have no idea how many horsepower. I'll try to find out and just put it somewhere else. Maybe Marwan can help us in here on how many horsepowers do you get from this little rocket. So I mean, it's a new car. It's I don't know, as I said, like 280 horsepower, sorry, 280 kilometers on the clock, 240 horsepower. So it's slightly more than the previous version, and to be honest, 240 horsepower for the hot hatchback, it's really good to have, to be honest, underneath you. It's a little bit unprepared. We were talking about recording this car for a few days. Because of my work and everything else, I didn't have time to go and, you know, read and get myself prepared. But then, I mean, I'm impressed. I like this kind of a honeybee prospect trim, whatever you call it, that they added down the line, and then the ambient lighting is also nice, even though it's the middle of the day.
Even the light view.
Yes, exactly.
It's also the
exactly what Marwan just said. Like, basically, you have the ambient lighting underneath the trim in a dashboard, and next to the passenger as well, which is like extremely cool. I mean, it's it's a nice place to be, it's a nice place to sit in, and it certainly drives nice. It drives like a GTI, it drives like it's supposed to be driven, to be quite honest. I would love to take it somewhere on the open stretch of the road, but we are in the middle of the city, in the middle of the industrial area, with all the guys parked left, right and center. So I'm just trying to focus on that one as well, but I'm sure that this would be such a fun to drive on some mountain road, and you know, or in the desert somewhere, of course not on the sand. But yeah, I mean, different modes. It's similar to the you know, previous Volkswagens. You have the normal drive and then the sport mode as well over there, and you have the commands on the steering wheel, the voice control, I don't know, the cruise control, the adjustment of the volume here, as well as the, you know, I don't know, some other changes for the cluster that you can change here. Here we go. You were showing me the view. Yes, that's the one that we need to check. Yeah, yes, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm looking at the road as well as the thing. So this is the view. When you change the view, that's what Marwan was showing me earlier on. I mean, the digital clusters, they just spread apart, they give you the certain information that you need to know, and then you can change them. This is the one that we were driving so far in, but this one is not bad. I like this one as well. Really a nice thing. The other one shows you the digital speedometer, so yeah, with a GTI. There we go. So you're gonna keep this one, and I like this kind of a red color of the clusters, which shows you that the car is angry, the car is fast, and there is no joke about it. That's for sure. Different clusters here for the lights and different lighting modes and the fog lights, so on and so forth. Some of the adjustments for the mirrors as well as the windows, basically. So more or less that's it from the inside here, and then let's just enjoy a little bit in a drive and see how the car pulls, and then we're gonna take a slow walk around it for the end of today's video. And as I said, like, Marwan is a friend, so I'm sure that we will be able also to speak to him in the near future when he does some of the changes to take the car somewhere out, maybe in Al Qudra, where I live, which is the open road, so we can test it in the corners and everything else, rather than being stuck in the traffic jam here.
All the inside lights.
You can change the lighting, yeah.
And not only this one. If you choose this one,
you can change the brightness.
You can change the upside light and downside, so you can keep on the top.
Epic.
Let's say
Epic.
pink, but
Yeah,
down
it's blue.
Yeah, you can choose this one.
Man, epic stuff.
But the red is the best.
Yeah, the red is the best. It shows like how the car is angry, you know. No, it's nice, man. It's nice to sit in the car like this. And there's like probably a lot to explore, you know, and then to check, like, especially like in the infotainment. You have the phone, the media, vehicle. What does the vehicle says? It shows the GTI. Oh man, I'm sorry. Come on. Service tires, of course, everything is okay.
Of course, the AC. There's the normal one, the classic, and the smart one.
Hey.
Fresh air,
Hey.
warm hands.
Man, crazy stuff. The most like, you know, fascinating thing is that before you couldn't expect those things from the, you know, from the Hothatch or the kind of medium, you know, range cars. You know, this is not the S-Class, right? But some of the things that you had like just a few years back in the S-Class, yeah, now you have it in the cars like, you know, GTI, or I don't know, some of the Japanese and Korean cars like Kia and all the other stuff, right? Which is like mind-blowing, literally.
Butterflies, butterflies, everybody wanna die, fold and not fight for the things that they devour. Let's be the reason they devour. Everybody wanna get the flow, everybody wanna get to know. We wanna know I do this for love for the game and nothing more. I don't know what I'ma gain, I'ma be tripping insane. Colors are flipping my brain, I gotta do this again. I'ma be going insane, love flame all the way. 365 days, we gonna make it rain. Butterflies all the way, nodding and pop is on the rain. I'ma be tripping and flipping it, everybody been killing it. I don't know what I'ma do without stepping it. Really, my mind is a roller coaster. Once you fall in it, you gon' be feeling the demons and dodges. I'm an exceptional variety. I don't know what I'ma do. You gon' be feeling the few. Really, what you gonna do? Call them another crew.
ചെയ്തതിനെതിരെ പറയാനുണ്ടൊരു 100 പേര് ഏൽക്കില ഒന്നും മനസ്സിൽ നിന്റെ വെടിവായുടെ മിസ്സായി അഥവാ കൊണ്ടലും വേദനയെല്ലാം എല്ലാം തുടക്കം വിനയം പൊന്നിൻ തിളക്കം സംഗീതം പണ്ട് നക്ഷത്രം അങ്ങ് ദൂരെ കേൾക്കും ഈ നാദം ഈ ലോകം മുഴുവൻ താഴ്ന്ന തുടക്കം വിനയം പൊന്നിൻ തിളക്കം സംഗീതം പണ്ട് നക്ഷത്രം
proper stuff, really. Alright guys, so we came back off the camera. We did stretch a car a little bit. Unfortunately we were not allowed to you know, to record that one, but then again, this is what I was telling you about the front in terms of the fog lights and this line here. So this one is the trim that says yes, it's a beast, it's a GTI, the red one, and then there is a light underneath over there. So that's the first thing, kind of a honeybee as well. Yeah. My apologies for the noise. As I said, we are in the industrial area. Red calipers as well, a sign that this is the GTI. The LED matrix lights, some engravings here, Volkswagen as well. From the back it looks also amazing with the back tail lights, the big sign GTI here, a back spoiler or a wing, whatever you want to call it, and the splitter that Marwan just added here. It gives it on a look, definitely. Too big exhaust system. This is all stock, as I said. Car has only 280 kilometers on the clock. Literally came straight from the showroom to us, so if we can record it. And I mean, I don't know. I was not recording myself because I was so amazed about the car. I was so amazed on how it drives, especially as I said when I turned off the camera. Once again, Marwan is a friend, and I'm sure that we will have a chance to do one more review of this car when he does some of the changes that he was telling me about. So he's, you know, planning to buy some kit, he's planning to buy some spacers and some other stuff. So once that is done, we will ask him for another one. Marwan, I just want to say thank you for letting us, you know, test this piece here. And I mean, wish you all the best and then good luck with the car so it can serve you so long.
Soon inshallah you will test it next to your house.
There you go, you know, Kudra, that's the goal, guys, literally. So thanks again for watching. I hope that you liked the video. If you did, please put a thumbs up over there and subscribe to the CarFreak 458. Peace.